And also be sure to add your name to the roll call organization and let us know like where you're dialing in from. And I'm gonna start off. I'm Tiffany Roll. I am the community events manager for the Interledger Foundation. And Yuana is in New York right now at the Smashing Conference. So her and Eugene are manning the booth, along with PPK being there, who will be speaking. So yay, we're excited about that. Lots of great things that are happening on that end. And, you know, if Yuana gets an opportunity or Eugene where they want to chat just a little bit briefly about, you know, how things are going so far, we'll, you know, get a little bit of update from them. But right now we'll go ahead and we'll kick it off to Chris to give us some updates about the summit and also, you know, let us know the schedule. Chris?
Hello, everybody. Yeah, so I know that us staff know the summit's coming up quickly in less than 2 weeks, I think, in terms of when some people will start getting into Cape Town. And I wanted to go over some of that. But I also know that, you know, I don't know total head count, but many of you are not going to be able to join us for a variety of reasons. So I really want to highlight a few things that are going to be available to everybody. So let me go ahead and get the schedule up. And I will screen share here, see if that works. It's always a adventure, screen sharing. So let me see if I can do it properly.
We believe in you, Chris.
No, I don't. No, that's not gonna do it. All right. Anyway, Vanille, would you do me a favor and throw up the schedule for me? Anyway, I'll go over the summit quickly. It's going to run very similar to other years. There's really actually four event models, session models. One, we will have plenaries. And I'm going to return to those in just a second. So these are where everyone's in the same room, engaging with the same content, and they're a mix of talks, demos, and panels, much like the rest of the summit. And then once we're out of plenary, which really is the two morning sessions, as well as the here we go. I'll go over this in a second, as well as three different event session types. So we have panels, we have talks and demos, and we have workshops. So thank you for whoever got that on and filled my gap there. So if I go over very quickly, Friday evening, if those of you who have been there before, is a reception. We have projects in the ecosystem that are kind of casually presenting. They'll be talking about their project. It really is a fun, social, interactive way to get to know the work that's going on. Saturday is really when the summit itself starts. And this is what I want to start to highlight. And even though I do need to fix this, I've noticed, but that first hour is plenaries. So we'll be hearing from our CEO, Brianna Marbury. We'll also be hearing from our board chair and founder, Stefan Thomas, in that same hour block. So those will be two talks back to back. So I'm going to fix the schedule here in just a second. Anything that is a plenary will be live streamed. So if you want to hear the talk from Stefan, if you want to hear the talk from Brianna, those will be available as a live stream on our YouTube channel. I believe there's details for that in the note-taking doc. We'll also be sending that out via our newsletter. So plug, if you haven't signed up for the Interledger newsletter, that's a good reason to do so, because you'll get those links right into your inbox, probably that the night before, or maybe even again in the morning. Then we have distributed sessions. By the way, all of this is live on the Summit website, so you can go and check this out. Each of these sessions are links to a deeper dive on the session, but you can kind of start to see the themes. That left-hand column is panels. That middle column are talks and demos. That third column is mostly workshops, although we did sneak a few talks and demos into that first slot. So if you could continue to scroll down for me, you'll see that this second plenary break here is after lunch. Any of you who've tried to move large groups of people know from eating and talking, it's a lot easier to get them into one space. It took us 2 years to learn that, but this year we're implementing that design tweak. So that again, that will be another one event that's live streamed. So this, and I really want to give a shout out to this one. We are bringing 10 parliamentarians from across the African continent to come to the summit and participate, learn, contribute. And then a subset of those parliamentarians will be on this main stage panel. So that's again, that will be live streamed. Then the afternoon, there are another round of distributed sessions. By the way, anything that is a panel or a talk or demo also will be recorded. So we will have those recordings at a later date as well. And we'll be sharing those on our YouTube channel and so on and so forth. So they're not live streamed, but they will eventually. Workshops are a little bit of a different beast. It's kind of ridiculous to record them. So those won't be recorded. If you could jump over to Sunday for me. Operates basically the same. It starts just a half an hour later, and we do a plenary at the very end where we bring everyone in for a little bit of a celebratory close, but really the programming runs the same way. I'll call out this first block of plenaries is streamed. We're really excited to be having Costa Peric, who is the basically runs the digital financial inclusion programs of the Gates Foundation, and is a board member and has been involved in Interledger for a long time. Some of the reasons why there's the Interledger Mojo Loop connection, for instance. So he'll be doing a plenary. This is a great one. If you're sitting on the live stream, I'd really highlight this one. He's kind of be looking at his career in digital financial inclusion and where it's been, where it is, and where it's going. So from that kind of 10,000 foot view of all of this work, that's going to be good. And then we'll be going into a live demo where People's Clearinghouse will be, I think, be demoing, sending money using both Rafiki and Mojo Loop. Then another round of distributed sessions. You can really see the diversity of people, topics, kinds of speakers that will be happening. You can also see now in that third column where there's more workshops. So you can kind of get a vibe for those. Then our last plenary that will be live streamed. Weird. I need some things that didn't make it. Anyway, that after lunch, I'll be fixing all these things. There is another plenary. This one's going to be also pretty exciting. This will be a Cape Town specific, really about the regulatory and entrepreneurial environment in Cape Town in South Africa, and then to some degree Africa broadly. So that'll be in the plenary that's live streamed in that slot. I'll fix the schedule. Then we have another round of distributed sessions. And as I said, we'll be having kind of that closing plenary where we may have some announcements or some shout outs to some of the great work that happened over the summit. And we may, fingers crossed, may even have an announcement about where the next summit will be. We will see. But, and I believe we'll live stream that as well. So that is a quick look. Again, you can get to this and see it for yourself and click deeper right there. Yep, through Summit. You can even start to see some of the speakers. You can go deeper on any of the sessions themselves. You can start to get a sense of who's coming and who will be there. Pretty exciting. Any quick, I know we have a packed agenda, but if anyone has any quick questions, I'm happy to answer them.
I have a quick one if I can jump in.
Sure.
Maybe you said that and I just zoned out for a second. The link to the live stream, is that going to be on the main page, like the landing page of the summit, or where are we going to put it?
Yeah, okay. It'll be in people's inboxes. It will be on our YouTube channel, but yes, we will be putting it smack dab in a stream here link on the website as well.
Perfect, thank you.
Chris, is there a glossary of some of the acronyms? Because I don't really know what like a DPI is or a DPG is.
No, is a short answer on that. That's actually a good idea. But I'll quickly, DPI and DPG are digital public infrastructure and digital public good. And so this is an effort, UN, UNICEF, some others, to say, what are cataloging public interest civic tech that are driving things like this? We are not there yet. We would like to be included in that. Mojo Loop is actually included in that. And we have some programming that starts to go a little bit deeper into those things. But basically, it's how do you catalog public open source civic tech that's driving change? And then how is the infrastructure and goods a clearinghouse for that work?
Awesome, thank you.
But yeah, the alphabet soup of acronyms is something that that's a good idea to start defining them. All right. Well, back to you, Tiffany.
Thank you, Chris. And again, if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out to us directly on Slack, or you can email us. We're here answer any questions that you may have, and we will have any more information that's going to be coming out and readily available soon as well. And before we get into talking about more updates from the Interledger Foundation, we want to kick it off to Adrian with Fynbos to go ahead and give us some updates.
Hey folks, not a lot from us this week or this month. We are waiting on some sign-off still. I can't remember if I mentioned this last time, to basically cut over the wallet into more Interledger branded sort of form. Other than that, prepping for the summit. Most of the Fynbos team will be at the hackathon helping out there. So not too much really to report on our side. We expect that anyone who's participating in the hackathon will probably get a message from the ILF at some point to make sure you've got a wallet set up beforehand. But I'll leave that with the ILF team. I think they're coordinating all of that. If anyone is, testing web monetization, using any of the Fynbos wallets for, testing or prepping for the hackathon, and you are encountering any issues, let us know. We did have a bit of an issue with our ticketing system this week where we were getting spammed by, some sort of botnet. So we've been dealing with that, but if we missed a ticket or lost a ticket somewhere, just get us on Slack. We're in all the Slack channels. So just ping me personally if you need to. Other than that, not much else to report.
All right, thank you, Adrian. Now, Sabine, if you can go ahead and talk about the hackathon that's going to be taking place not this coming weekend, but the weekend after.
Yes, and thank you, Adrian, for this nice segue into the hackathon. So yeah, basically the weekend before the summit, we will be hosting a hackathon on open payments in Cape Town already. It's a Saturday, Sunday overnight hackathon, and we have invited 150 participants. And I think at this point, we're actually at capacity. We have some people on the waiting list to get in if other people cannot make it anymore and drop out. So yeah, it's a hackathon. It's open payments themed. It's not 24 hours, but 22, so very close to 24-hour hackathon. And yeah, we're very excited to see what people will be hacking, and they will present that, I believe, the winning teams will present their solutions at the exhibition on Friday before the summit. I think that's it. I hope I didn't. I'm sure I forgot something. So maybe if Joanna wants to add something. Yeah, Vanille is scrolling through the website. Thank you, Vanille. We have the schedule on there with resources on there for those of you that are participating, and we're still adding to the resources. So judging criteria will go out by end of this week, such that participants can prepare. The schedule is on there. Let us know if anything is missing, and we'll put it on there. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And then so hopefully we'll see most of you there. We're looking forward to, got lots of good things in store for the hackathon as well as the summit. And so we have a blog post put up on our blog, so you can get to that from the link, talking about the work week with the People's Clearinghouse in Oaxaca, Mexico. I might have said that wrong, but if anyone knows how to actually, okay, good. Thank you, Sabine. And so you can feel free to read about that and, add some comments to that. And ongoing updates that we have as far as like events that are taking place, as mentioned earlier on the call, we have the Smashing Conference that's taking place this week. And Eugene, Ioana, and PPK are there for that event. So it's been lots of good things that have been happening there. And I'm gonna check in to see if Ioana, if you are able to kind of just chime in just briefly about that. If not, that's okay too. We can't hear you. You sound like you're on mute. Can anyone else hear? Oh. But as you can see, it's busy going on there. So all good on that end. Also, we have in Cape Town, so we have our Interledger week that's coming up. So as we said, the hackathon kicks off our week of events. And then we also have our local meetup there in collaboration with the Cape Town Software Developers Meetup Group. That's on the 22nd. So if you haven't already signed up and registered to attend that, please do so if you're going to be in town during that time. We would love to see you there and interacting with some more of like our local developers that are going to be in Cape Town. And then also we'll have, you know, more events that are to come and leading into the week. And also we're going to be at FFCon. That's going to be taking place on November 8th. So if you are planning to be in the area, stop by. We will be there. PPK will be speaking at that event as well. And then also CDJS Athens taking place the 27th through the 29th. So if that's something that you'll be there, make sure you stop by, say hello to PPK as well. And so we're looking forward, busy with the events that we have going on to end out the year, and would love to see you all and, you know, get more feedback and information on those things. And Rafiki updates. So Sabine and Max, if you all can, you know, give us some updates on Rafiki. And okay.
Yes,
Thank
we will
you.
do so. I'll start and then I'll hand it off to Max, because what I really want to tell everybody is that within Rafiki, within the Rafiki team, we are making some changes because I am pregnant with twins, so I will be going on maternity leave soon-ish. And well, we have been training Max for a while now to become the tech lead on the Rafiki team. So I think maybe even before I leave, we will make that official, and Max will officially lead all the Rafiki tech initiatives. And to start the handover process, I hand over now to Max to give the update on Rafiki.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, again, congrats to Savina, and I'm sure you won't escape a community call or two maybe once while you're away. But yeah, just to give some updates, our last update before the summit, I'm going to share my screen. I have this kind of how I did last time, but yeah, we post these updates every month for Rafiki, so just want to highlight things as I go along. First things first, yeah, of course we're participating in Hacktoberfest, and I know we have a few repositories with issues. Sabine and I went through issues in Rafiki, and then we marked them with Hacktoberfest and good first issues. So good opportunity to get involved. There are some nice rewards if you can, if you get to pick up an issue and get it merged. So I think we have maybe 10 or so there. So definitely feel free to add your name to it. We'll assign you it, and we'll get them reviewed. So yeah, Hacktoberfest going on is great. We have so to help you with if you would like to participate in Hacktoberfest, Nathan wrote a blog post about essentially just diving into low-level Rafiki packages, how it works, some code as well. So if you just want like a nice kind of overview of diving into the repository, it's a great place to start. So if you are looking to pick up some new issues and want to get a sense of how the repo is structured, blog post here is a good opportunity. Related to Rafiki and kind of in preparation for the hackathon that we were talking about, I made a tutorial about how to use the Open Payments client. There's also an example repository of how we actually make a payment between wallet addresses using the Open Payments client. So we have already an Open Payments Introduction to Open Payments playlist, so on their YouTube channel. So yeah, you can go ahead and see that, and yeah, there's a maybe half an hour video where I kind of show how you can make a payment between two wallet addresses with our test wallet. I mentioned this last week quickly, but just want another kind of push and shout out. And we have a new set of documentation. The writer's working very hard on getting the reorganization out of the documentation, including just content updates, general restructuring. I think if you are, whether you're a developer, integrator, or administrating a Rafiki instance, basically we try to make that clear for you. Maybe I can go ahead and share this quickly, but essentially this may look a bit different than where you see last time, but essentially for we kind of changed a lot of this sidebar nav, so you can see maybe if you're an integrator, what the requirements needed, if you're administrating Rafiki, just general resources, and I hope it's a lot clearer. Of course, we appreciate any feedback. Kind of documentation is hard, so getting that all information and across all the different components is not an easy effort. So yeah, continuing to work through that, and yeah, we're kind of working on more bigger pieces in Rafiki. So one of them being like multi-tenancy. I mentioned in the previous update, general like open telemetry traces and metrics in Rafiki, just so we can track what's going on in internals and speed. So our releases didn't have anything too big, just continuing. It's nice to get that cadence of releasing. So we released a couple of updates, nothing too big, but yeah, mostly like improvements. We have 3 new contributors. So yeah, thank you for contributing. Hopefully we can just continue shouting out with each release all the new contributions, because it's great to see new joiners and of course new contributors. And yeah, that's mostly it. I think in general, yeah, we are also planning kind of like post-summit plans for Rafiki, and in general into the new year, high level Rafiki enhancements. So we're kind of already in that phase already, but again, yeah, of course, if you have any questions, looking forward to meeting Huey in person in a couple of weeks here, and yeah, feel free to ask any questions as we go forward. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Sabina, I know you had your hand raised. No? Okay, good. All right. So this will be turning back over to you, Max, to talk about open payments, give updates on that.
Yeah, I think I kind of brought it in with the other repo, but yeah, as we're preparing and ramping up for the hackathon, I think we're going to have a lot of people using open payments and trying out. So yeah, I think in the notes document, those are the videos that I mentioned. So if you want to build kind of in preparation for the hackathon, or just in general, how do I use the open payments client and how do I even make a payment work, please go ahead and take a look through those videos, and hopefully it can give you a better understanding of how do you actually make a client and make an application with open payments. Yeah, I would say otherwise not too many changes in the open payments specification itself, mostly trying to get more resources out to basically introduce people to open payments and help them.
Thank you. So the videos are in the notes. If you go down to the section that says open payments, you'll see there are 2 links there, and we'll also post it here in the chat for you as well. And for web monetization, we have updates from September. So you can also click on the link in the notes where you can view those updates from the web monetization. And right now we're going to transition into getting a deeper look into Hacktoberfest with Interledger. And so I will turn this over to Vanille to talk more about that.
Thanks, Tiffany. Iona, just checking if you are, if you will be able to join. So we are excited, as Max said, we are excited to participate in the Hacktoberfest campaign this month. And this is the third year Interledger Foundation is participating in the campaign. We got some amazing contributions past year and the year before. And this year too, we are expecting some good contributors. The idea for us to be part of this campaign is to engage with the broader open source community. And Interledger Foundation, it's still new to some of the people out there. So we are looking at this as an opportunity to reach new audience and share them about different opportunities that we have at the foundation to get involved. And a big thanks to the tech team for helping tag good first issues on the different projects that we have. Some of the projects that we have good first issues are like Rafiki, hem charts, and also the open payments. Let me see if I can share my screen. Yeah. So we've also created like a page where people can learn about different ways to get started. We've laid down some steps for them to go through. We've listed different project repos. It also has contribution guides. Also, thanks to our ambassador, Santosh, who helped created some of this documentation last year. So we are continuing with some of that. So these are some of the different projects. So as Max mentioned, there are some exciting prizes as well. As you can see here, we, as a thank you for the community members contributing to the project, we are also going to give them some goodies and some prizes. The other thing we did last year and we are also doing this year is supporting local events. We also have a form. If you know, if you are part of a community or if you know other communities which are hosting Interledger events, we are happy to support and partner. And so there is this form to understand what kind of support they are looking at, and we can take the conversation from there. So this is all of this is on the Interledger website. Like if you go to the website and participate, you can see the Hacktoberfest page. So with that, one of the things we are doing is we are planning a kickoff event with Chimani. So we have someone from Chimani. I would like to invite Phyllis to share the event that we are working together for the Hacktoberfest. Before that, I just want to pause and see if there are any questions. Awesome. Over to you, Phyllis.
Thank you, Vinil. So as Vanille has mentioned, we are having a collaborative session on Friday with regards to Hacktoberfest. And so we are having a session on open payments that will be led by Sarah Jones. And this is a topic that has been an interest for the Chimney community. So I figured a way of, since Interledger and Chimney are both participative in the open source ecosystem. So this will be for both internal and external communities. It will basically be a guide to developers and people who want to learn more about open payments and how they can integrate it within their projects, because we have projects for the Chimney community, and we're always encouraging people to integrate other technologies too, apart from the Chimney technology. So yeah, this will be happening on Friday, and we've put out the sign-up form. So yeah, please share widely in case you're part of a community that can really benefit from this. But yes, this is a session we're really looking forward to. And thank you, Vinay.
Thank you, Phyllis. And yeah, Sarah Jones from Interledger Foundation will be talking about open payments at the kickoff event. Yeah, with that, yeah, we are excited to the kind of contributions that would come through the campaign, and please feel free to share it within your communities and groups. So that's a quick update on Hacktoberfest from my side.
Thank you, Vanille. Thank you, Phyllis. Before we get towards the end, wanted to give anyone an opportunity, if you have any questions or comments that you want to ask and present, here's your time, let us know. Okay. All right, so if you have any demos, updates, or milestones of your projects that are built on the Interledger ecosystem, we invite you to drop those in a public notes. We'd love to have that information available for everyone to take a look and, just ask any questions or have any feedback that they want to give to you, or to give you more exposure in those areas. So feel free to drop that in the public notes. Also, some reminders: sign up, for our newsletter. That's where you get all the different information about the Interledger Foundation and, events and the work that we're doing. And also, again, we will have that link going out to the live stream for the summit. That will be coming out first through the newsletter. So please make sure you sign up for that if you aren't able to make it in person. If you have any questions or need help, again, join us on Slack. Links are in the public notes document, and also contribute to our projects on GitHub, and make sure you give us some stars there. So we look forward to seeing more of that happen and interacting with you all. And also feedback. We want to make sure that these calls are as impactful and effective for you all as well. So please make sure that you fill out the form, give us some feedback, and we look forward to hearing from you. All right. Thank you all for joining today. And as you can see, we are early, super early on time. So we will give you back some of your time in your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.